All right, we are at another concert visual here for Spaghetti. Fun little client project, and this is the neon sign that I created. So I'm going to show you guys how I created and shaded this neon sign. It's really fun and it's fairly easy. So here's how it worked. Now, usually clients will give me logos, logo pack. Even though he did, I'm sure he had it, I just didn't ask for it, but I needed his logo. So I just went ahead and Googled it. So I logoed it. I Googled it. And I found a pretty good flat version of it with a decent amount of quality, which wasn't this one. So I ended up downloading this image. And then if you have Adobe Illustrator, I believe you don't need Adobe Illustrator. There are, I forget the name of it, but there's a free, basically Adobe Illustrator competitor if you don't want to use Adobe stuff, because I know it's not everybody's jam. So I'm going to go ahead and find the logo right here. And there's a button called Image Trace. If you've never dealt with this, this is a fun little process. So you take your image, click Image Trace. I'm going to click the black and white logo, and boom. We now have the logo. I'm going to click Expand, and then I'm going to go through and basically select and delete all the little pieces on the inside here that we don't want, and then highlight everything. Do something like that. And then just make it fit my artboard here. So the reason why I did this, because I need this logo to be an SVG file format so that I can actually take it into Blender and make it a 3D object. So now that I have that, I can go to Export, Export As, and then I'm going to pick SVG. I'm just calling it logo, and then export it out just like that. And then we're going to hop into Blender. I'm going to get a new file going. All right, so I'm going to import the SVG. So we're going to click right here, SVG, go to the desktop. There's the logo. And scale it up to an appropriate size. What I need to do now is basically take all these individual pieces. I'm going to hit Control J to join them. I'm going to hit Tab, and I'm going to put the anchor point right here in the middle. Right there. So now we have this. What we're going to do now, let's go ahead and turn this into a neon sign. So we're going to need two different objects. We're going to need the tube, and we're going to need the base. So I'm going to hit Shift D. I'm going to hide one. Let's go ahead and make the base. So here on geometry, I'm going to go ahead and extrude it. It's really sensitive. These can be very sensitive very quickly. And then on depth, which is going to create a bevel, 0.0003. That was a great guess. I was guessing on that one. It's a perfect bevel. All right, so that's all we're going to need to do for that. Let's go ahead and get this curve and then bring it up. Right here on fill mode, we're going to do none. So now we have our outlines. I'm going to go ahead and bring that resolution preview up just in case. And then right here on depth, see, it's very sensitive, very quick. So 0.0001. Maybe we'll do 2. There we go. 3 is probably going to be appropriate because we're adding a layer weight. There we go. And then we can go ahead and bring this down to just kind of rest on our base. We've created a neon sign flat. Look at that. How easy was that? So now we can go ahead and start shading it. So we'll jump into the shading workspace, and then I'm going to go ahead and delete that, get a new one. We're going to make a metallic. We're going to make really quick and dirty roughness. Noise texture. Plug the factor into the color ramp. And then I'm going to bring that scale pretty high because SVGs just can be kind of wacky. Bring my detail to 12, bring my roughness up. Bring this in, bring this in. And then bring this up. And then we can probably make this a little bit darker. Oops, that's the subsurface. All right. Now let's deal with this. We're going to need this principled. Let's go ahead and make it transmission to turn it into a glass. Make the glass pretty dark. Get a color ramp here, right here on the emission. Let's get a, and then we're going to need a layer weight. Layer weight node. I think Fresnel might do the job, but we'll see. And then let's go ahead and pick our color, which was that orange that fit with his theme colors. Yeah, we're going to need facing. Facing is a much more dramatic, kind of more controlled neon sign look. And then we're going to go ahead and invert. So something like this. We can bring that color ramp in a little bit. Bring that, we'll bring the emission strength nice and high. Let's see how this looks. Like this. Emission strength might be a bit high. Let's play with that blend on the layer weight. But, roughness down. We've created a neon sign, a glowing neon sign out of a logo. Oh, my cat is going crazy. I don't know if y'all can hear that. We can make it whatever color we want. But essentially, this is our very basic, very easy to make neon sign. And that layer weight is going to give us this really nice detail. So see how nice that looks? It's beautiful. Really nice and glossy. We have this really nice base. Really fun to do. This visual was fun to do. And then all I did was I took a camera and just kind of gave it some motion. So you can do whatever you want, or you can just go ahead and animate the logo itself, kind of rotating around. I'll leave animation up to you. You can take your logo and go crazy with it. But animating a sign is very fun and easy. And making a neon sign with your logo is super, super quick and dirty and easy and whatever. So there you go. That is the breakdown of this particular visual. Let's get on with the next breakdown.